Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Chantelet with Made by Chantelet TV. I am an entrepreneur, travel advisor, and personal finance advocate. So on this particular video, I'm strictly focusing on those finances. So if you ever felt like your money is all over the place, like you're working, paying bills, trying to save, but you still don't feel in control, well, this video is just for you. I recently built a personal finance dashboard called Finance IQ, as you guys can see up here. And it is basically your entire financial life in one place. So you can finally see what's going on with your money and actually start making progress. So most people don't actually have a money plan. They don't even have a money problem, most people, because you can run into a whole lot of people who are six-figure earners, high earners, and they can still be living paycheck to paycheck. So it's not necessarily a money problem all the time. Sometimes it's just a systems problem. So that is what I am trying to solve. I'm trying to give you a system that will have everything in one place so that you can get in the right financial situation so you can increase your livelihood, to be honest. Most people, they know how much they spend every month. Most people don't know their net worth. Most people don't have a clear savings goal, and bills and subscriptions just come out randomly. You know what I'm saying? You don't know you don't know where your money is going. You don't know how much you're spending. You don't know your net worth, your savings goals, and things like that. So that's why I created this dashboard. Originally, it's like, okay, I want to create this app. So, but this way, this dashboard is locally on your computer. There's no other way anybody else can get in, your information. Okay. So your stuff, once you buy my financial tool, it is locally on your devices, whether you're using it on your computer or your phone. Okay. And you can put it wherever you want. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so I wanted to give you guys a solution to your problems in the finance sector. So just a little bit about myself. I am a personal finance advocate by choice because I know that a lot of people are struggling with their finances. They are living paycheck to paycheck. And as for myself, even when I was working full time, I was not living paycheck to paycheck, and I am very much really good with my money and saving and everything like that. My credit score is in the 800s, currently is at 819. And if you guys have seen my video on my YouTube channel, go check it out, how I explain how you can get your credit score to 825 for free without having to pay anybody. Yes, I do have services, but I also love to offer free advice or free education. It's not advice. This is just education and just information and education from the things that I have learned. So anything that you hear on this channel when it comes to finances, always do your own research. Yes, I am somebody who has implemented everything that I'm saying, and I have the receipts to show it, but always do your own research. So these are the things that I have done for my own self. So let's get into this finance IQ and what I have developed for you guys who are struggling in the finance area. So on the dashboard of the finance IQ, you want to have your personal finance dashboard, your money snapshot. So this is just your overview of everything that you have going on. This is going to give you, after you put in your income, say your income is at 6,000 and you're saving $1,000 a month out of your income, and you have an emergency fund that you are saving up for. Maybe it's $5,000 goal, and you say I'm saving up $100 every paycheck, and then you have your investments. I'm going to be investing $100. So based off of this information, this is what your health score would be. Okay, and then over here will be populated your personalized insight based on, everything that you have going on. And so say you wanted to change anything, right? So say maybe your income is not 6,000 but 5,000 a month, and maybe you're not saving $1,000, maybe you're saving 500. Okay, so now this is your score. And so you would just put in all of your information in this dashboard based off of your own personal income. Okay, and then you have your other side where you have maybe your spending and debt. So maybe these are your credit cards. So you total up how much credit card debt you may have. So now once you put in your credit card debt, now your score goes down. Okay. And so in my own personal life, how I was able to pay off my student loan debt was based off of one, increasing my income. Okay. You every year if you can get you either go to another job, and these days jobs aren't that stable, especially in the private sector. So I wouldn't be so hesitant on getting to a new position while you have a position that's going to be paying you a lot more money. So I'm not against job hopping, and honestly, I feel like job hopping could be a good thing to do right now. But anyways, if you find an opportunity and you can increase your income every single year, that is the best thing that you can do. And then also, like when it comes to spending and debt, decreasing your debt every single month, that is what you want to do. And then monthly bills, so you put in your monthly bills. I don't know, maybe your bills average about around 3,000 with everything. um and so as you can see on this financial dashboard, this is going to show you exactly where you stand, and it's going to personalize the feedback, okay, based off of everything. Okay, and so next I have a tab for transactions. So based off of what your income is, so we already put in, been going through this myself, and so we already put in our income of $6,000, right? We put it, you can, once you come to this tab, you're going to put in your own income of $6,000, and we already put in it your electric bill. Maybe your electric bill is $100, right? So this is what this is going to look like. So you can delete this. Okay. Okay, so instead of the income, maybe we will put $500 for expenses and maybe shopping. And you actually have a calculator. You can put in maybe here. I'm gonna go shopping. Shopping. So now that's calculated. In order to delete the previous income, so we are going to remove the 6,000 down here. In order to remove the previous income, so say your income is not uh the previous amount of 6,000 and maybe it's 7,000 a month. So we had previously the 6,000 in here, so we deleted that down here at the X. So all we have right now is shopping, and so you get the gist of everything. You're going to come up here, add transaction, choose your category, and then put in your amount, description. If you want to be super specific about anything that's going on and why you have that particular expense or income, you can write your note there. Savings goals. So say you want a emergency fund. Okay, so you already got that set up and you have about 20% going towards that. You can delete this anytime and then you can update it as well. So maybe you have another $100 that's going into there. So now that is updated from 20% to 22%. And so if you want to create a travel fund, you want to go on a cruise. So we have an amount of maybe like $1,200. Target amount, we budgeting about $1,200 for our next cruise. And what we have saved already is maybe like $500. So this is a travel fund. And so as you can tell, you have all your different funds right down here in each category. So you have emergency fund, travel, car, home, education, investment, and whatever you choose. Okay. So we're going to click travel and we're going to create this goal. So now you can tell and see that we are already at 41% complete. Next, we have the bills and subscriptions. So this is where you're going to put all of your bills here. We had already put in our rent or housing. You can always update this. So what I saw was, so say you have a mortgage and your mortgage is say 1,500. And so you pay this in frequency of monthly, right? Not annually, but you do have other options if you do have other things, right? So you can see you have annual, weekly, quarterly, right? But we're going to put monthly, and you can even put the date that you pay this, but typically our rent and our mortgages are paid on the 1st. So we have housing, and then we're going to add this bill. When I add this bill, it's literally going to calculate how much I'm going to be paying based off of my monthly total. It's going to tell me this is how much you're paying by the end of the year. These are your bills and subscriptions. So these are every recurring expense. And so next tab is your net worth tracker. So this is where you can put your income from your checking, your savings, and investments. So this is going to calculate your money. So say you may have 30K, or maybe you got 3,000 in checking after everything. Maybe you got 10,000, so on and so forth. So this is going to calculate your total assets. And then if you have liabilities, your liabilities are your credit card balance, your student loan, and car loan. Then you have your other calculators. So you got your standard calculator. I love this thing. I love calculators. So anyway, so you have a standard calculator, then you have your savings goal calculator. Then you have your debt payoff calculator. And this even puts in the interest rate and everything. And it's going to tell you literally how long it's going to take you to pay this particular thing off. Okay. Whatever it is, you got a $8,000 credit card balance and your interest rate is like 19.9 and you only paying $250, it's going to take you 3 years. And over time, you would have had paid $26,000 in interest. That's crazy. Okay. We don't want to do that. We always want to pay off our credit cards at the end of every billing cycle. Okay, so emergency fund. So emergency fund calculator, you have that. Amazing. And so based off of this, what I put in here was $3,000 and you're saving, you've already saved 500. Your monthly contributions are $200 from your paycheck. And they say like you can put in your target, how long it's going to take you to do this. And so they say about 6 months. You can do it for less, right? And so, yeah, you have that. And then you also have your 50-30-20 budget rule. And then finally, I have all of my healthy money habits here on this one particular tab where it's showing you or telling you how to automate your savings, never pay only the minimum of credit card debt or any debt that has high interest, and then also build your emergency fund before investing. Now you can do this simultaneously, and then also tracking every single dollar. And so you will say read more, you'll get more information. Credit utilization, it goes into this, how to get your credit score well, in great shape. And then understanding the difference between assets, liabilities, all the things that will give you and put you in a great position to be getting the best interest rates on your credit cards, best interest rates on your car loan. So many different things here in this one financial tool. And right now I have it for $29.99. And I am so excited about it. And I'm happy to finally share this with everybody. This is the baseline level. So I have one for your your budgeting and finances for business and personal. Then I just have this one, which is just for personal. So if you are in business and you need a dashboard that's similar to this is my dashboard, and everything that I have is available at madebyshantalee.com. So that is all that I have for this one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Let me know how you enjoyed this, not only the video, but also the dashboard. This is a new product, and I am excited to see how it is impacting you guys' lives, how it is helping you. So, see you guys next time.